everyone, my name is Gabriel Hood and welcome to a special video. Today we are going to compare and contrast the psychological thrillers Fatal Attraction and Obsessed. So let's begin. The first area we're going to compare and contrast is plot structure. And by virtue, they both have the same plot structure where the male protagonist is the powerless victim to a psychotic woman who's making his life miserable and traumatizing his wife. And although both films follow the same plot structure in that regard, Fatal Attraction is the better movie overall in regards to production values, better performances, plus genuine suspense, and morally ambiguous characters, whereas Obsessed, you know who's good and who's bad, and you know what the outcome will be. Now, the next area is the rootability of the main characters. And although both films have a male protagonist whose life is being made miserable by a psychotic woman, in that regard, I'm gonna have to go with the main character in Obsessed because unlike Michael Douglas's character in Fatal Attraction, who caused his own predicament by cheating on his wife, Derek Charles in Obsessed remained completely faithful to his wife, and more importantly, it made a statement by having him be a black man, defying certain stereotypes that have been established in Hollywood and society at large. Because Michael Douglas' character deserved to pay dearly for his philandering. And in Fatal Attraction's original ending, he actually does when Alex Forrest commits suicide in a manner that frames him for murder. Whereas you actually sympathize with Derek Charles in Obsessed because instead of infidelity, he was going through harassment since he rejected the psychotic woman's advances in that movie. Leading on, we'll go to a social context behind both movies. Now, in Fatal Attraction, of course, the principal cast is mainly white, so the only thing I'll have to address is the gender politics of it all. Because Michael Douglas' character, who is married, again causes predicament cheating on his wife, yet Alex Forrest is made out to be the bad guy because she simply retaliates against him for pumping and dumping her. And yes, she does retaliate in ways that I cannot condone. But again, we wouldn't have a movie if Michael Douglas's character had just stayed faithful the way Derek Charles did in Obsessed. And again, with Obsessed, the main character knows he has to stay faithful because as a black man, there are certain stereotypes of black men not being committed to their partners. And there have been stories in that regard of successful black men who have refused or failed to commit in relationships. Mainly Tristan Thompson lately. So in that regard, Obsessed brings a lot of relatability in regards to social context. Now, in regards to movie making quality, Fatal Attraction hands down is the better movie. Because again, it has better performance, because it has solid performances, genuine suspense, morally ambiguous characters, and you don't know who to root for because they're both to blame for the situation. Michael Douglas for cheating on his wife, and Glenn Close's character Alex Forrest refusing to take no for an answer and terrorizing his family in return. While again, Obsessed is good as a guilty pleasure, but working under constraints of the PG-13 rating cheapens the drama and suspense, whereas Fatal Attraction's R rating amplifies it. Anyway, I hope you. Well, before we go, in regards to which movie is better, it's a tie. Hope you enjoyed the special video. See you later.